Hey there, sports fans. Ribbo here for Carnival Gaming. I feel some arena coming on. We have 475 gold, so enough for at least 3 should we scrub out completely. I have no plans to do that, but you never can tell when you step into the arena. Oh, it seems we have last one still to get the reward from, for a 6 and 3 apparently. $50 gold. That sounds about right. Of course, 6 and 3 is the epitome of you're not quite good enough. As you're guaranteed another arena buy-in for 7 wins. Apparently they're dropping that to 6 wins in the patch. Or if they're not, they're at least making it so you don't get 5 gold for getting 6 wins, which I get a lot of the time, let me tell you. So we have Paladin, Priest and Hunter. I quite like all of these classes. We had a nice 9 and 1 with Hunter and a few good 9 and 1s with Paladin, but we're going to stick with Paladin because I want to win.
I will fight.
And winning is good. So obviously we can ignore Blessed Champion, it's too expensive, and we have a choice between Azordre and the Pint-Sized Summoner. Pint-Sized Summoner is a card that is amazing going second and pretty bad going first. Because if you go first, your opponent could coin on turn 1, you know, and drop like a crocodile or anything at all, really. So I like the Azor Drake here because I don't want to have to rely on the Pint-Sized Summoner for my wins. It's a little bit too random. Oh. So we have Argent Protector, which is a super sweet 2-drop. It's an amazing 2-drop. Novice Engineer, also solid, not as good as the Argent Protector, but of course we have Blessing of Kings, which we have to take over both of the other 2, because if we don't take it, we probably won't get offered another one in the next 28 cards. So Archmage, it's okay. Hammer of Wrath, again, it's okay. Noble Sacrifice, a very nice card, something I like a lot, especially when you want to protect some of your later picks, so we're going to go with Noble Sacrifice here. Demolisher is one of those cards that is amazing when it sticks on the table, but it never sticks on the table, it always dies. Crazed Alchemist has its uses, but the Argent Commander is just an absolute beast of a card. It's pretty much always a 2-for-1. And because it's got charge, it allows you to get back into the game when you're behind. Well, we have to take the Blessing Kings here. The only time, really, you can take Acolyte of Pain, I find, is if you're playing Mage, because you can shoot it with your own Fireball ability, your hero skill, to draw a card. Ancient Brewmaster is pretty decent, but I just like Light's Justice to give you a bit of game against rogues when they're dropping sort of 2-1s and stuff like that. Well, we are going to take the Raid Leader because it's very nice with all the little 1-1 dorks you can create with your hero ability. But the Boldfish Ogre isn't terrible if you're looking for like a late game card just to flesh stuff out. 3 pretty pretty poor picks, to be honest. We're going to go with the Frostwolf Grunt. Taunt is quite an important ability with Paladin, because some of the decks are a lot faster than yours. And so you just need to try and shore up some of the time. Well, a second Noble Sacrifice would be nice, but we need to pick up some silence effects, so the Spellbreaker is the pick here. We get legendaries to pick from. Lorewalker Cho, pretty useless. Tyrion Fordring, unbelievably good. And Blood Mage Thalnos, which in a bunch of different decks is actually pretty good. Paladin doesn't have that many spells, but if you were a rogue, you would definitely take Blood Mage Thalnos, because all of a sudden your backstabs are doing 3, and your shivs are doing 2, and your fan of knives are doing 2 to everything. But both of these are close to having absolutely no effect for a Paladin, so we're taking Tyrion, obviously. This kind of sucks because Dreadhorser is surprisingly a nice pick for Paladin, so long as you've already picked up like a true silver champion, because it's free if you play a true silver champion. So like on turn 4, to be able to go true silver champion, Dreadhorser, attack, kill your guy, really changes the board position around. So for that reason, for the tempo that Dreadhorser provides, it's obviously a decent pick for Paladin, but Consecration is just far too good to turn down here. What can I say? I love Direwolf Alpha, and especially for Paladins where you're also creating 1/1s all the time. So the choice is between Leper Gnome, which is a solid 2/1, and we do need a few 1-drops, and the Fen Creeper. We are going to go with the Leper Gnome here, because there's a lot more opportunities to pick up taunts. And we need to have a 1-drop every now and again, because if we're going first and we don't do anything on turn 1, there's a chance our opponent can use his coin straight away and drop something like Pint-Sized Summoner or a Knife Juggler. That's a classic one, the Knife Juggler, on his first turn. And then all of a sudden, you're in a lot of trouble if you can't kill that, which Paladins really aren't very good at killing stuff. So, we're taking the Leper Gnome for that reason, because we don't have Smite, we don't have Backstab, we don't have Arcane Siles. We kind of have to rely on our 1-drops. Raging Worgen is beautiful card, especially if you can stick a Blessing of Kings on it the turn after. And just for that reason, you have to pick that over the other 2 cards here. Wow. Well, we have to take Blessing of Kings. Would have been nice to have the Raging Worgen as well. Worgen Infiltrator is actually one of better 1-drops that I like, because when you play it as a 2/1, you know it's going to be there next turn to attack. Whenever you play any of the other 2/1s, there's always a chance that it's going to get backstabbed or swiped out of the way, something like that. But the Infiltrator, very often you can say this is 2 points of damage going onto whatever minion next turn, almost guaranteed. Dalaran Mage is also nice because it's 3 mana, it generally survives a turn, and then you can follow it up with a big Consecrate here. But we already have like a couple of 1-drops and not enough 3-drops really. So we're going to go with the Mage, even though, Paladins generally don't do that many spells. Well, 3, okay, we Redemption's poor. Ancient Brewmaster's okay. So the Jungle Panther, because it's in the 3 slot here. And another Dire Wolf Alpha. I would have liked the Abusive Sergeant, but we have to take Argent Protector, it's too good. My word, second legendary. Nosdormu is a bit of a troll card, really. If you can play super fast, yeah, it's just 9 for an 8/8, nothing. But Blood Mage Thalnos again, not really amazing for Paladin. So we kind of have to take an Ixia here, because everyone likes whelps. So because we've got these 2 sort of really expensive legendaries now in Tyrion and Ixia, we've got to pick up a bunch of taunts from this point onwards to sort of keep us in the game until we get to sort of 8 and 9 mana. So of course we get 3 really cheap spells, but fortunately one of them's Mad Bomber and he's absolutely fine as a 2-drop. However, you'll notice if you watch any of my previous videos that he's been so treacherous to me. It's unbelievable. He's like always smashed me in the face for 3 when I played him, so I'd like to see him just go for the other guy for once. Chillwind Yeti is just an absolute monster here. Like 4 for a 4/5 is just, you just play him down there and your opponent very often just has to run 2 guys into him to take him out. The Stormwind Knight is also fine because it's got charge, but Yeti's just a little bit better there. Dragonling Mechanic is solid. What else is there to say really about this? And another Raging Worgen, why not? I place it like slightly higher than Yeti because we've got a bunch of 4-drops here and maybe could do with an extra 3-drop. This is a pretty tough choice because obviously the Swamp Oozer is super important in a bunch of matchups. The Blessing of Wisdom's also a very nice card. We're going to go with the Ooze because we don't want to lose to Assassin's Blade and ridiculous weapons. Another Consecration, obviously. Both of these are very limited in their use. I'm a big fan of Venture Company Mercenary. There's nothing really else to say on the matter. The Raised Fen Hunter is nice, we have a bunch of 3-drops, but just fleshing out the 5 and the 6-drops a little bit might be okay here. So again, another Argent Protector, I think that's absolutely fine. No weapons! No weapons, you say? Let's have a True Silver Champion on one of our last 2 cards. And we have a rare to flesh this all out with. The Abomination can be nice, but Sunwalker is just a really, really good 6-drop. So I would have liked another True Silver Champion. But 2 Blessing of Kings, 1 True Silver Champion, a couple of Consecrations.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
We've got a chance at least with this deck. Obviously we're lobbing these 3 back. We've got the Worgen for the 3-drop. Expensive. No 1 and 2 drops yet.
Hello.
Awkward. So he starts by beating us up a little bit here. So the choice is, I mean, we could play the Raging Worgen out, but I feel just putting like a 2/2 body down at this point is okay. We could also just put out a 1/1, but that's going to get shot by a fire blast there, so
Not on my watch.
that's why we're sticking to the 2-2 here, even though we don't get to use his ability on everything.
For the crusade!
So now we're into just trying to shore things up here and not take too much damage before the game gets beyond us here. So
This is my responsibility.
I feel just resetting the board at this point. Because we have the Chillwind Yeti for 4 mana, and the Venture Company Mercenary for 5. But at this point we are going to stick with the plan really. There's no point playing the 3-drop and a 1/1 dork, because he'll burn the 1/1 dork and kill the 3-drop outright.
You gotta be kidding me!
So let's put down a guy that hopefully he'll have to 2 for 1. Unless he's just been drawing multiple fireballs. But, you know, those are fireballs that aren't going to our face in that respect.
Just me and Mr. Whitey.
So hopefully one of these can stick, and we can stick a Blessing of Kings on it.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Apparently not. This is the problem with going second. Your opponent's just making bigger creatures than you all the time in the game.
For justice.
But we're almost up to Tyrion. And hopefully our opponent doesn't have a polymorph waiting. Yep, that's what he could do.
What you want?
Someday I'll be just like you.
We could consecrate here. However, I feel we just kind of have to go for it here, really.
Put your faith in the light.
So he's going to fireball away Tyrion. Could possibly choose to take him out with all 3. But if he's got a silence, he'll just silence him and attack me directly.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
One shot, one kill.
And we're going down horribly here, so there's nothing we can do here. He always had the tempo in this game, so that was mainly due to drawing well, basically all the expensive spells at the start of the game. So we had our initial hand, which was like 3-drop, 4-drop, another 4-drop, and a 5-drop, I think. And we mulliganed 3 of them away and got yet more expensive spells. And that's what happens in that particular situation, which is why, you know, it's important to pick up sort of the 1-drops and the 2-drops, which we did, and we just didn't get any. So there's nothing we can do about that in this particular case. And again, it's like if we had a few more taunts there, we could buy ourselves
The victory.
a couple of turns down the line.
Well played.
Never understood why people say well played after they beat you. It's like, well, it wasn't well played on my part because I lost, so... But I don't think there was any other way of playing that particular game. See, if you, I mean, you can see from the curve, there's plenty of 1-drops and 2-drops in the deck. We just didn't draw any of them at all. Well, we had like 8 draws, and we only got the 2-2 on our 8th draw, which we cast. So that was just a random number generator throwing a wobbler there. And because we could never get a single creature onto the board and to stick, meant we could never use Blessing of Kings.
I will fight with honor.
So we're keeping the 2 weapons here. We're just going to play Light's Justice out, and that'll hopefully buy us a couple of turns. And that'll then allow us to play the True Silver Champion, beat up his bigger stuff. Well, there's both our legends.
Reporting for duty.
I'm going to make a 1-1 here, because I want my opponent to play something with 3 toughness. And then I can drop the Direwolf Alpha and beat him
I'll
up.
never tell.
He's played a secret. So we have a problem here, because if it's the trap that's going to deal 2 damage, then we don't want to play the Direwolf Alpha. Likewise, you know, it might be a snipe, in which case nothing really changes there either. So I feel the play is just to attack and see whether it is the trap after all. Nope.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
It's probably a snipe at this point.
Do you need a blessing?
So at this point, well, that changes everything, what we're going to do here.
The battle! For justice!
I was going to just replace the weapon and beat up the 3-4, but that made my life a lot easier there. Now it's either the freezing trap or the 2 damage to everything, so we kind of have to attack here. So that's fine. That is now out of the way. Treacherous Mad Bomber, maybe? Let's see, Hey, good times, good times. Snipe is now out of the way as well. And we're going to spend our last 1 mana creating another guy.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
I feel we're playing the True Silver Champion next turn, so I might as well get rid of my old weapon. So it's going to be like True Silver Champion and Direwolf next turn.
justice.
However, let's just go ahead and make another 1-1 instead.
Reporting for duty.
Get as most value out of this sort of hero ability as possible. Yet another secret.
Eyes are open.
Let's see what it is. An explosive trap. Nope. But that's fine.
For justice.
Snake trap. Not that either. So,
Reporting for duty.
probably another snipe, eh?
Job done.
Definitely another snipe. Yeah, I don't think we're losing this one. Ho ho! I have a noble sacrifice, which I think he realised at the last second there. He's about to attack with his 4-2 first. So he has nothing at all. And now I'm going to play Tyrion and follow it up with a Nixia. Let's see how he feels about this. I don't think he will enjoy these 2 turns. He's like going, why didn't I save that silence? He was so desperate to get his 2-1 owl out. You should definitely hold on to the owl. Yeah, he's looking at Tyrion going, yep, I'm fucked.
Well fought.
Yeah, we didn't even get to play a Nixie the turn after. I don't blame him for that one. But you notice we had like 5 cards in our hand to his 0 at the end of the game there. You know, that I'm not impressed with a lot of the secrets hunters have. I don't think really snipe does anything.
Uther versus
Warlock in training here.
I will
Little play on
fight
words on
with
his
honor.
name there. And what an absolute fine hand, really. There's nothing needed to change about this. So we can go turn 1 Leper Gnome, turn 2 Direwolf, turn 3 Chillwind Jetty with the coin, and hopefully turn 4 Blessing of Kings. Raid leader says low. Is our opponent going to draw a card? Okay, he wants to race. I am cool with that.
Give me a big hug!
I'm pretty confident I can win a race. Even going second with this hand. Unsurprisingly, he decides to take my guy out. Now, we could have Blessing of Kings that turn, but I don't really see any need for that. Just play my guys out. Oh, well, consecration makes my decisions a lot easier this turn. My opponent really played into that one as well. He should expect that paladins have consecration, so he should have traded his guys with my guys so that it wouldn't have such a game-breaking effect there. Because now he's lost all the tempo, and whatever guy he makes is just going to carry on dying. Because obviously I've got Blessing of Kings. Now he could spend 3 mana to sort of do a health drain on one of my guys, but that's like almost his entire turn spent on that. And I will just be continuing to sort of improve my board position. So, I mean, we could use a Blessing of Kings here, but my guy's still going to be alive at the end of the turn anyway, so there's no real point to that. So I think the play is to get the Worgen out, make a dude, and kill his guy. This sets up the Blessing of Kings on the Worgen next turn, which will then enrage whatever it attacks and kills, and then can do like 8 to his face afterwards. But luckily we have Plan B, which is of course this Argent Commander. And again, I think we just go to his face here.
To Northrend! Victory or death!
Next turn we can Blessing of Kings the Commander, if he chooses to attack me instead. Nice few cards from him there.
Reporting for duty. The gates are open.
Oh, how lucky. Tyrion to the rescue maybe here. Don't see any other options really. We're still taking 4 next turn.
I wonder.
We could leave him with a 6/6, but that would put us on 2 as well, which is not a great option. Could play the raid leader, but again...
Let me think.
Yeah, the raid leader's fine, we get to take out his 6/6 that way. So,
Handle it!
there we go. Though we could also take out the 4/3 and go to 2, because I don't see there being a huge difference between 2 and 4 so far as life is concerned.
To battle!
I must move quickly.
And I'm assuming that he's sort of played all his good cards by now.
What does the future hold? Put your faith in the light.
Still taking some damage here, which I'm not particularly keen on. Kind of want to keep the 5-1 alive for a turn. So what's going to happen here is he's going to take the shield off with the 2-2 maybe. Oh, another silence. Okay, that's fine, he wins. He drew his good cards. So there's not much we could do about that. He drew better cards to me, really. Still happy with the deck, just wasn't getting the cheap cards at the start of the game. And my opponent's sort of faceless manipulator turned the game around there, being able to copy my 4-3 with a charge. But this is definitely not a 1 and 2 deck. I honestly expected to get about 7 wins with this deck.
Let the hunt begin. I will fight with honor.
Let's throw the 4-drop back and get another 4-drop. And get yet another 4-drop. So this is going to be a very slow start again. Why not yet another 4-drop?
Reporting for duty.
The game hates me with this deck.
I hope you like my invention.
Luckily our opponent's got quite a slow start as well here. Oh man, really?
Reporting for duty.
For justice.
To battle.
My opponent with his 8 cards in hand.
What does the future hold?
Yeah, I'll be killing that.
To battle.
So he will now do a deadly shot. We can follow it up with a Raging Worgen and a 1-1 Soldier. Happy with that trade. I'm not sure what he's thinking about. Maybe he's got a coin and he's thinking about making like a 2-2 or something like that. If he does do that, we'll just consecrate and finish the 2-3 and then beat for 5.
For justice.
To battle.
Multi-shot. Do we have a multi-shot from the hunter? Because he didn't have deadly shot.
Pandaria will
Didn't have a multi-shot either. feel the best option here is just to spell break the 1/7 and beat him up.
Your magic shall not save you.
To battle! Reporting for duty.
No, there's Mr. Explosive Trap. Let's see if he attacks my 4-3. If he attacks my 4-3, it's 100% an explosive trap. Oh, okay. Maybe it's a snipe. Still feel that's an explosive trap, if ever there was one.
For the crusade!
To battle!
Snake trap. Freezing trap. Good skills.
For justice!
Nine to the face, put him on 5, get him in defensive mode.
Die, mage.
To battle!
Has to take out the Raging Worgen here. You know, yeah, which, well, he has to take it out. He really hates taking it out, but he has to take it out. It means he's still on 1 life.
Let the pain speak to me.
And he must know he's dead. I mean, you can see my weapon here,
Die,
so...
mage.
For justice!
He needed something better than a 1-3 Acolyte of Pain there. Two after that really atrocious start of mulliganing away all of our cards and getting 5 drops and 6 drops back. But I'm still pretty confident we can get another 5 wins with this.
Uther versus...
I must protect the wild.
I will fight with honor.
Well, we're going to throw the Yeti back. We're going to keep the use. You know, it's got no use against a druid, but it's a 2-drop. There's no reason to play Light's Justice out yet. Don't let him know we've got it. He might play a 2-1. Instead, he makes a 3-2. We're doing very good at drawing both Tyrion and Elixir, I've noticed. Both of them have always been in the top half of the deck. So close there. So close.
Get down!
So we're going to trade 2 for 2 here. Here's 2 cards for our 2 cards. Which I am fine with.
Reporting for duty.
And hopefully he'll play something we can kill with a true silver champion. Wow, he's going for me! That's super bad. And of course we draw a Mad Bomber just to kill our own guy with. We really even can't play that at all.
Reporting for duty. The battle!
So it makes me think that he must have a swipe in his hand for him not to kill my 1-1. He's thinking that my 1-1's going to die to a swipe. So, you know, if he's a good player, I think we're playing around swipe at this point. Really? Don't really understand why he's doing that, but...
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle!
There's nothing else we can do here until he decides to start playing creatures. I don't want to put a spell breaker down because I reckon he does have a swipe, so it'd just be throwing away a 4-3 for no reason. He might swipe me if he's got brains, and then... finally deciding to beat up the 1-1s now. He's had enough.
For justice! The battle! The battle! Reporting for duty.
Your magic shall not save you.
You go, girl. He's back to beating me up for some reason.
For justice!
So we've got one of his spell breakers out the way there. So this Sunwalker, if he does have another silence,
Is my shield.
it should draw a silence off him, and then Tyrion should be able to come down afterwards.
What to do?
That's going to hurt for him a lot. He's going to be in some pain here. Going to attack it and take 4? No.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
Justice shall prevail.
Put your faith in the light.
Justice!
I'm beating Wilt for 1 because, of course, Tyrion gives Ashbringer when he dies. Just having a look at Tyrion now. What does that do? can see obviously the red highlight around whatever it is your opponent's looking at. Indeed. Do you have that swipe? Okay, claw. No, don't do that. Take the shield off first. No. Okay, so he's just a bad player. He's actually just a bad player.
Truth is my shield.
He's really not going to like this turn. He's probably going to think I'm a bad player because I'm running my 1/1s in like that, but I was thinking about just running them in and then playing Onyxia, but I want to keep them because they can attack this turn. But yeah, we'll run one of them in.
Justice shall prevail.
Don't test me, child. The battle!
You dare challenge the daughter of Death?
For justice!
And at this point he's going, are you kidding me? Tyrion and Onyxia.
My thanks to you.
He's thanking me for having 2 legendaries.
I hear you got a problem.
Yeah, his deck's pretty expensive.
You shall pay for your insolence!
You shall pay for your insolence. I'm gonna kill him myself. It's
For
personal.
justice!
Well played. And he gave me a well played at the end there. I don't think that was particularly well played. Just making both of your bombs. But again, we've had some ropey draws at the start of the game. Like a better deck would have beaten me there, but he just put no pressure on me at all.
Doomhammer! I will fight with honor.
Well, we're going to keep the True Silver Champion. We're going to keep one of the Consecrations. We're going to throw the Argent Protector back. The reason I'm keeping... obviously keep a Consecration because he makes a lot of totems. It's a much better hand, this.
Greetings, friend. Well met.
So hopefully you make totem and it's the 1/1 totem, then I can play out a Raging Worgen, which will hopefully end rage off it
Bring
turn
me
after.
steel.
But this is also good. So we could play a True Silver Champion turn 3 to kill this thing, but I think the Worgen's just better. Because he has to kill the Worgen now. And if he doesn't kill the Worgen, I can play the Dialf Alpha and rage the Worgen and just beat him up, something horrible. His ideal play would be to make a totem here and have it be the taunt totem.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That doesn't help him. So yeah, we can take out both of these guys here and really sort of turn it around. So we've got a little bit of tempo in our favour now. I mean, there was an argument for going to his face with like the Worgen because we've got the noble sacrifice to protect it, but we are going to go to the face here.
For justice!
Get down!
Fine, I drew a card, so pretty good lightning bolt, one mana, well 2 mana technically over 2 different turns. So we could consecrate here and then kill the 2/4. Could also just play out the Sunwalker.
Truth is my shield.
Even if he hexes it, we've still got plenty of things to do the turn after. Oh yeah, he's setting up for a consecration here to the face. Oh boy. He's really playing into that consecration. Now, we could kill his 2/2, but I'd rather take the shield off.
Justice shall prevail.
What you want?
Because we've got a use out of that shield. Whereas if we kill his 2/2 with the weapon, and then he silences the 4/5 the next turn, then we've lost the Divine Shield and the Taunt ability. So yeah, he's in a lot of pain this turn. Stick it in the middle. We're going to use our weapon to take out his Cobra here.
Justice shall prevail.
So that one of our guys doesn't die to it.
For justice!
We could have also played the Argent Protector out, put a shield on whatever we wanted to attack the Cobra with.
Reporting for duty.
No reason to do anything else this turn. We're keeping the Acidic Swamp Ooze in hand in case he makes something like a Doom Hammer or some ridiculous legendary weapon. You know, it's like one of the few cards that could potentially turn the game round for him. So we don't want to give him that option.
Handle it!
A little bit worried why he's really been beating us up here.
The battle!
Justice shall prevail.
Not on my watch.
But I'm feeling pretty good at this point. Yep, sure enough there is an axe. That's why we keep the Swamp Ooze in hand. Not enough, it's not going to be enough to save him, but if he'd had that a few turns earlier, it certainly could have been a problem. He knows. Yeah, you can tell someone's dead because they just attack you. He changed his mind at the last minute there. I just want to completely dominate him, so yeah, I'm just going to take all the stuff on the board and beat you up. So 4 wins, 2 losses, recovered from 1 and 2 after really just coming up against a couple of good players, really. I mean, that's all there was to it. We had a slow start, unlucky opening hand, so we kind of have to accept that thing happens, really.
I will fight with honor.
And beautiful opening hand, we'll keep. You know, this is the kind of hands we didn't get in the first 3 rounds, where we just had all of our 5 and 6 tops. Turn 2, Raging Worgen. The Noble Sacrifice will protect against any creature that's big enough to kill it. Sorry about that small delay there. So, Worgen seems, well, value town here, really, because we can put an Argent Protector on the Worgen the next turn after it's been dealt damage, so that it keeps the Enrage and the Wind Fury effect. Oh, that was a shame. Never mind.
Get down!
My opponent's definitely not playing anything with less than 3 power here. There you go. Please be the 1/1. Yes! There is a god! A horrible misplay from Peter there, and he knows it. And he knows it. I would not have risked that totem.
Not on my watch.
Hex? He really needs a Hex here. Silence would be nice as well. Okay. He's gonna freeze it for a turn. Well, next few turns are scripted for us here. Dragonling Mechanic, Azure Drake, and then True Silver Champion and Argent Protect on the same turn. Unless our opponent does something that warrants making the True Silver Champion this turn. Really hate Feral Spirit. I think that card's way too good. So I'm just going to make the Azure Drake and then just pass the turn. I'm not going to attack here. Now our Consecration is for 3. So if he doesn't take out the 4/4 with his 2 guys, we can clear the board with the Consecration and then send in all of our guys. Even if he does take out the 4/4, we can still make the Direwolf Alpha and stick it in the middle of these two. Kind of annoying that we have to consecrate here, but don't really have much choice. Now we could make the Argent Protector here and then play the Direwolf Alpha next turn to be able to take out this 0/1 if he heals it up, but for the moment we're going to assume he isn't going to heal it up.
Reporting for duty.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well, it's a little bit bigger. So yeah, we're fine. Direwolf or Raid Leader this turn to kill it. I feel in this situation the wolf.
To battle! For justice!
And we get into the late game now with both Tyrion and Onyxia coming down.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Felt a bit of a waste there from him.
Put your faith in the light.
For justice.
And if he's got a silence saved up for this, at least we've got Onyxia to follow it up with.
One shot, one kill.
Interesting way to get rid of the shield there, I thought. Oh, this is going to hurt him. This is going to hurt him so much if he attacks my 6/6. It's going to be, oh boy,
Ready for this?
that would be very painful. Ow. 6 to the face.
The elements will destroy you.
I bet he loved that one as well.
For justice.
I think 5 to the face is what we do here.
Job's done.
I have a slight feeling we're winning this race if he wants to attack directly. With double Blessing of Kings in hand as well. Yep, well played. And he's dead.
For justice.
This is a big Onyxia. 16 to the face. Ouch. Five wins, 2 losses. Getting a little bit more respectable now.
Uther versus...
And we have the mirror match.
I will fight with honor. Justice demands retribution.
Going second, definitely throwing the 5-drop back. Maybe even dropping Blessing of Kings. We'll keep the Blessing of Kings.
Well met. Well met.
So lead out with the Leper Gnome, follow it up with the Raging Worgen, if he makes a 1-1.
It's time for a little blood.
So he can kill my 2-1 and enrage his guy. He doesn't realise he doesn't get to enrage now, unfortunately for him.
That was a mistake.
Yes, that was indeed a mistake, because now you've lost both your cards. Well played.
Not on my watch.
I'll send him a thank you for that one. Thank you for playing badly. And now we get the consecration out of him, which is absolutely fine. But we still have the tempo here, so we get to make a guy.
Master of magics.
And whatever guy he makes now gets the Blessing of Kings treatment, unless it's a particularly terrible guy. No, it definitely gets the Blessing of Kings treatment.
Vaporization commencing.
What you want?
That's not very good.
Reporting
That's
for
also
duty.
not very good.
Well played.
Wow, choices. Don't see any reason not to just do that. There's no reason to waste a consecrate here. He's not doing enough to hurt us. There's an option though that if we attack that, he attacks back, and then if we play the mechanic out and the alpha, we lose a lot to a consecration at that point.
For justice.
So we're just playing around a really
Vaporization commencing.
big consecration in this case. I mean, I'm fine him Blessing of Kings, doing a Blessing of Kings, and like taking out my 6-5 with his 5-5. That's fine.
Northrend!
So you can see this way we're still ahead on the tempo and everything else, but we can just follow it up really with more big guys really.
To battle!
I was a little bit puzzled why he made the 2/2. Made me think that he didn't really have that many good cards.
Reporting for duty.
And he definitely doesn't have a Blessing of Kings, or else he would have done it the previous turn as well. So I feel we're at that point in the game where we just wanna go to his face now.
The battle!
You gotta be kidding me!
Reporting for duty.
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
Okay, that would be why he was holding back on guys. Doesn't really change too much. I still think he's like way too far behind. Still clean the board up quite well here, if we want to. Or we could take him 6 to the face again. I quite like that idea, actually.
Yes, me and Mr. Whitey.
Wonder.
Not on my watch.
To battle! To battle!
I must move quickly.
Oh, forgot to make a 1/1. Silly me. Sure hope I don't lose by 1 life now. That would be embarrassing.
Reporting for duty.
So we get to consecrate here.
Truth is my shield.
To Northrend!
Oh, of course, an Argent Commander. Just what he needs.
Reporting for duty.
Oh boy. This is going to be a backstabbing mad bomber that just you just feel he's going to kill me, or at least kill my 4/1. Wow. Shall we go for it? I mean, do we have this game won anyway? Feels like we do have the game won if we don't make the mad bomber, right? I mean, we can make 3 guys, and he can make 3 guys. And we can save the mad bomber for the turn afterwards, really.
Reporting for duty. Locked and loaded. on your path.
Interesting. Oh, stealth is very nice here.
Wanna blow something up?
Of course me, yeah, of course. Of course me twice. When you've got 5 targets, of course you go for me twice. So he needs to have drawn a taunt or a consecrate or he's dead. Or he wins with Blessing of Kings as well. Simply because my Mad Bomber hit me twice.
Thank you.
He must be really bad at maths. That's all I can think.
Reporting for duty.
Yep. That would have been funny if he did have an answer and then I'd just make Light's Justice and beat him up for 1. That would have been great if he'd consecrated that last turn and felt he had it in the bag. Level 40! Hooray! We get a golden True Silver Champion. Woo! Must remember to swap that out of my terrible Paladin deck. 6 wins, 2 losses! I said when it was 1 and 2. I said there's no way this is a 1 and 2 deck. So it's nice to get a few wins behind. And hopefully we can keep going all the way to 9 and 2. Oh, rogue. We need cheap spells, not cheap spells.
I will fight with honor.
Hooray! A fine starting hand. There's a little bit of game here, but our opponent kept 2 cards, which makes me think, indeed, it's going to be a Defias Ringleader turn 1. I mean, why else would you keep 2 cards? Because if you do have a Defias Ringleader in your deck, I think you do want to aggressively mulligan to it. Chose not to, so we get to beat him up.
What you want?
So this is nice. A slow rogue start. Very happy with this.
Mind if I roll knee?
You can have that.
Time for killing.
Give me a big hug! I'm master of magics.
So very slow from our opponent here. He's lost a lot of tempo. And I don't care about his coin now, because I can bless in the kings and kill whatever he makes that's particularly big. And if he makes like a Twilight Drake, which might be why he's holding on to cards, and we just get to spell break. So, ooze.
Vaporization.
Reporting for duty.
Commencing.
There's The reason I did this rather than like Blessing of Kings up my guy is he could do a coin and then an assassinate to 2-for-1 me there, which I don't want. But he's got so many cards in his hand that I really feel he must have a Twilight Drake. Which is why I'm definitely not playing out the Spellbreaker until, you know, it hits something.
So many options.
He might have a questing adventurer as well. Coin, fan of knives. Seems hard. There's nothing else to do this turn, so the Blessing of Kings this turn is absolutely fine, because we can follow it up next turn with the Argent Commander. So we're really just gonna pile that pressure on him. His deck is particularly slow. He should not have this many cards in his hand. So it should be an assassinate really from him. Yeah.
Victory!
If he puts a big taunt down, now we can Spellbreak and kill him.
Give me a quest.
That's terrible, you're dead. You're dead unless you've got something amazing here. You could do that little combo for 4 damage, but he'd have to attack for my guy first. Yep, he's dead. Okay, he chose death. I mean, this is the problem a lot of people have when they're building, is they don't think about the tempo. So he's got 7 cards in hand when he dies.
Your magic shall
And
not
that's really, really poor.
Victory!
You know, he's just gone for all these expensive cards, and it's like, yeah, he's gone for Fan of Knives and things like that. I get card advantage off Fan of Knives because I get to draw a card. It's like, yeah, but you die with 7 cards in your hand. Therefore, you don't get to get any card advantage. You only have card advantage when you use the cards that you draw. So we've paid for another arena, and back up to 7 and 2. I told you this deck wasn't that bad. And that's, you know, variance is part of the game. You know, sometimes you will get an amazing deck and go 1 and 2 like I did at the start. And other times you'll get a thoroughly average deck, but your opponents will just get bad draws against you, and you'll end up with like 6 wins.
Uther versus.
The trick is not to be results orientated.
I will fight.
Wow, what a great opening hand this is. Wow, yeah, keeping these, absolutely. This is what we want. For sure. And the Argent Protector just made it even better. Crocolisk is mildly annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. I love the Crocolisk. I think it's a really good card for that reason. It does change what I'm doing on this turn.
Job's done.
I need to basically make something bigger than his Crocolisk. To enrage, obviously, my guy would be perfect. And there's the axe. So he's going to double attack here. Oh, and he's attacked in the wrong order. Oh, he's got an earth shock though. Let him off. I'll let him off there a little bit. These axes are just so ridiculous. So the question is, what do I want to throw in front of this Crocolisk? Oh, we just make a 1/1 here. If I make a grunt, you know, it dies. Whatever I make's gonna die, so it might as well be a 1/1 rather than one of the other cards in my hand. And we're definitely spell breaking that card next turn. We are not letting him do stupid things next turn with this mana. One of my 2 consecrates would be nice.
What you want?
Not on my watch.
So we're just trying to stall the game out here with taunts until we get up to Onyxia. This is the problem with going second, you know, the other guy always has more mana, can always put more threats out. Fire Elemental is such a ridiculous card. Just so absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and there's the ooze. Way too late, but can't be helped.
Is my shield.
Of course you have another answer to that, of course. This is definitely a loss. I think going first we would have had a much better chance here. Oh, this is ridiculous! He's got every single good shaman card. Yeah, and of course the totem. And of course we get neither of our consecrations.
Just me and Mr. Right.
Oh dear. So this is our third loss, unfortunately. There's nothing we can do. We didn't draw either consecration, so we had no chance of getting back in. Yeah, well played. Yeah, he basically had a perfect draw there, so.
Victory.
And of course, again, we draw both Onyxia and Tyrion. We've done that so much in the top 12 cards of our deck. We've had 8 and 9 drop each time. But we got to 7 wins, which was a big recovery after 1 and 2. And we basically lost that game because we went second in it. We could have got back into it with a... oh, we got 5 gold more than the 150 minimum. So we got 5 games in a row, I think. Yeah, 6 games in a row from 1 and 2. But,
Rare, golden coming.
pretty bad booster. Not that I really play any constructed at all. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this draft. I will be doing ones all of this week, including Thursday when I have a very busy day. I'll still squeeze one in later in the evening, and feel free to leave any feedback whether you feel I could have played anything better there. And don't forget to check out some of my videos. I've got a pretty interesting Warlock deck in one of the other videos that I've made a couple of quick changes to. This is the deck. Wisps and Abusive Sergeants and Blood Imps. So this, all the 1-drops. And a few 2-drops there. Knife Juggler particularly good, obviously. And 2 Raid Leaders. And it does surprisingly well in the current metagame, because everyone has quite slow decks. Tempted to actually, you know, put a couple of Power Overwhelmings in there, maybe, instead of the Succubus. Just to sort of punch through. One of the other interesting, you know, things you can do with Power Overwhelming is, of course, use it on one of your guys, hit them with it, and then play an Ironbeak Owl to silence the guy so he doesn't die afterwards. kind of just little things like that that might help you from time to time, but yeah, none of these other cards that are really expensive. I'm tempted to take the Succubus out. You could also take the Succubus out and replace it with Soulfire. The idea being is you just play out all the 0 and the 1 drops and just empty your hand on turn 2, and then you're just left with the Soulfire in hand. So I think I might give that a crack, actually. But I do really like Succubus, but I used to have Soulfire in the deck and took it out for a different reason. I also used to have Doomguard in the deck. We could possibly go up to 1 Doomguard again. It is an absolute beast, but I just wanted to try this different build out. So if you've not looked at Warlock, I mean, it's worth a bash. Obviously there's a few other 1-drops you could play if you don't have sort of all of the cards for here. So you could have Murloc Raider as well, or the South Sea Deckhand, if you don't own like the Abusive Sergeant or the rare, which is the Young Priestess. But other than that, it's a pretty fun Warlock deck, and go check out my other video if you want to do that. And I shall be back tomorrow with another